So my name is Weiwu, and I'm the CTO of Smart Token Labs. Today we are going to talk about nothing here. Thank you. Now I can see something. Thank you. So today I'm going to talk about the unique value of tokens from integrated web. And this is not the web we're used to. This is the web of this is next generation web enabled by smart tokens. So today's web thrives on integration. Most of the web pages today have usually at least three, and these three common integrations are login, like Google Login or Facebook, payment, like Google Pay or PayPal, and social network, like Twitter. This is quite a contrast with the Web 1 era, where the users goes to web pages, and when the user goes to a website, they only see the content of that specific website. Today, it's really difficult to build a website without integrating some of these features. And these integrations are provided by today's internet leaders like Facebook, Apple, and Google. They are able to do this because web was designed without an authentication layer, without a payment layer, and without a user-to-user interaction layer. And the central points of internet today, Google and Facebook, they have filled the gap, provided this service, and that's how they became the center. Now, we have not been able to fully integrate the web for the maximum user experience and the growth of the web. So, for example, today, we still cannot, a user who have a reputation on a website still cannot take their reputation to a new website. If they if they create an account on the e-commerce website, they still have to gain their reputation from the beginning. That is because the websites are not integrated. The user is able to download their reputational data from the old website, but they are not able to upload it to a new website because it's just data, it's not an integration between the websites. And another example is today's music fan. They will struggle to provide their loyalty to prove their loyalty to a concert ticket because the ticketing website is not integrated with their fan-based website. So going further into the IoT, Internet of Things, today a smart car owner can't make his car available to a website because websites are typically not integrated with the smart car systems. And if you have a token, let's say airplane ticket, in today's web world, if you have Web 2 token like airplane ticket, it's usually only useful on the website where you purchase the token, like the airline websites or the travel agent website. So it's not if an airplane ticket is integrated into a visa application system, the user should be able to apply visa with the actual ticket instead of just the printed copy. If airplane ticket system is integrated with social media, then it should be able to announce or tell your friends and family of your arrival date. If airplane system air tickets are integrated with maps, then when you go to the airport, you should be able to say which gate to go just by looking at your Google map and how many minutes is needed to go there. And if the gate is changed, the Google map should be able to give you a message. But it's not happening today. And if your plane ticket is integrated with a car booking system or hotel reservation, if your flight changed, the hotel reservation should be updated as well. And if your airplane ticket system is integrated with the banking app, then your bank would know you are in a new country and probably update the security settings or offer the user to exchange new currency. Similarly, if your YouTube or Spotify streaming service is integrated, then they should know that you are on your way to, for example, Puerto Rico, and they should be able to prepare some content for you to enjoy on the way. So these integrations are not here today. And we have barely had any more integrations than the basic three things: login, checkout, and social media, ever since Web 2 was created. That is because integration is very challenging. So the challenge of the integration comes from its complexity. Today, in Web 2 world, if two websites want to integrate, if website wants to integrate third party, they typically do this through a back office connection, where, for example, the Visa application website will have a back office connection to the airline. And first, this is permission-based. Means that the Visa application website has to apply for permission, and the airline has to give the permission. And then this is privacy invasive, because once this permission is given, the user have no control over what information passes through between these two websites. And then this is also expensive, because every integration means that the website has to have a connection with a third-party website. And as the number of websites goes up, the integration logic becomes more and more complicated and harder to achieve. Finally, there's a lack of trust anchor. If everything can be integrated to Google and Apple, it would be easy. But if you want to integrate the airplane ticket, you need to connect to the airline or one of the airline aggregator website, which potentially is a security concern and attack surface. Given all this trouble, today websites became practical, and they limit themselves to integrate only three things: the social media, the login service, and checkout. But integration can grow. Currently, integration has stunned the growth of Web 2. The solution to go forward, to have this level of integration I described, is to tokenize the functionalities of the websites and the digital rights of the users. This means tokenizing everything, making everything online a token. And this is not a token we typically speak about, like collectibles or ERC20. It's the smart client token, where the token can serve as integration points for the websites to be fully integrated. So examples like email account can be a token, a social media post can be a token, a social media like can be a token. You can use that to prove that you are liked. And diploma, of course, credentials, credit score, you can take credit score from one website and use it on the other. The smart car token that allows you to rent your car to a website. Carbon offset token that you probably can earn by install solar panels in your roof and use that to buy airplane tickets. Hotel booking, as we mentioned, it can be a token. You can buy a hotel booking and sell them and integrate that with the airline tickets and gym membership. Everything can be tokenized. When everything is a token, limitless integration is possible via a tokenized web. And that's only possible if we have smart tokens and a connecting layer, a smart layer, if you may call it, for the smart tokens, which sits between the blockchain and the websites that the websites can integrate to. So by smart token, we mean that tokens that are programmed to be executed in the smart layer as well as in the user's wallet to enable all kinds of integrations. This cannot be achieved by blockchain alone, because although blockchain provided the basis for smart tokens, it provides a trustless method for token logic via smart contracts. It ensures that the user who claimed the owner of the token actually owned the token, that tokens are transacted according to the rules and issued according to the rules. But it itself is not a service network. Blockchain itself doesn't provide sufficient API for websites to use smart tokens, and it doesn't provide features like privacy. Smart layer is the layer that is needed to connect blockchain and serve as integration points. It allows token code to execute within Web 2 and Web 3 environment. With this smart layer, tokens can be accounted for, issued, revoked, and expired with a set of API. So one way to look at it is if you create a smart token, you will create a smart contract for it, as well as the code that serves additional API call, and the code to dictate how the token should behave in the user's wallet, protect users' privacy, and interact with the web. So smart layer is the integration layer needed for the next web. But it needs to provide several guarantees not afforded by the blockchain. At the moment, like Ethereum, it needs to be built on top of Ethereum, as it needs to handle a large amount of traffic, as every user's post can potentially become a traceable token. Yet, it cannot record all of the data on the blockchain directly. To ensure privacy, usually a token's proof is stored on the blockchain, and the actual token itself works in the layer. And it needs to respond to calls from web services that relies on it in a trusted way, which means if a Web 2 website accesses the API, any of the nodes should be able to provide, to answer the call, and it should be assumed, trusted, and verifiable by the blockchain. It will act similarly to how Google API acted as the integration point for today's web, except that the number of types of API call are designed to and expected to skyrocket as people continue to discover new tokens and define new use cases for them. So what it means is that with smart layer, it's going to work differently than Google. If Google is going to support smart car key as a new type of token, they will probably roll out new API call. They will say that if the user use Google Wallet version above 3.8 or something, then you can put smart car keys into that wallet. But you cannot design smart layer in the same way. You cannot say smart layer version 3 supports smart cars, smart layer version 3.1 supports smart fridge, and smart layer version 8 support drones. You cannot do this because every time when new token is created, new API call is created, and the whole network has to adapt with it. So it's not a function-based. If you have a smart layer upgrade, it has to be about scalability and security, not about adding a new token, because new tokens functionalities should be encapsulated and programmed through signed script and deployed on such a network. So this is what we have been working on. Smart Token Labs has been working on smart layers for smart tokens for 6 years. We have the token scripting framework called TokenScript, and we have been using this technology on a lot of experiments as well as practical cases. For example, we have been using the same line of technology for DevCon as well as this EDCON, where the ticket holders can get their ticket attestation through email that allows ticket holders to access perks and other websites as a ticket holder without that website having a back connection with EDCON. That is already working, but today we are building the smart layer, the decentralized network that enables further integration and driven by a token economy-based incentive mechanism where nodes will meet the service level objectives that we defined for these integrations. So basically, that's the core thing I want to share today. But that's not all. Today, the way people use web will be largely changed by AI. And it's possible that in the future that we don't even use web. It's the AI agents who are using the AI. And that presented unique challenges for integration. let's take example as an take AI travel agent as example. Let's say that you travel to somewhere, you want to change your travel destination halfway. Your AI travel agent needs to find new hotels, find new routes, find new locations. But today's AI couldn't do this because they cannot log in to Booking.com. They cannot purchase train tickets, and they cannot share itinerary on social media. Now, if we adopt the traditional backend integration, that means users need to log in to Booking.com and get an API key and give it to the AI. And then go to a train website or social media website, get an API key and give it to the AI. But that is like retrofitting new technology with existing solution. If booking hotel reservations, train tickets, and social media accounts can be tokenized, it will be very different because AI is able to present a plan. AI is able to present a plan, what they are going to do, like the train tickets as a token to purchase, and the hotel reservation to make, and all generated for the user to confirm with their private key. So if the user confirm all these actions with the private key, AI would purchase tokens for each action item, and it will not need to obtain API key because you have the control over your crypto key, and you can purchase hotel as a new token purchase instead of logging into Booking.com. And what we get from tokenized access is that it allows better control. So the AI will not have a permanent access to a social media account. It will only have access to the social media account during this session. It will not be able to randomly book wrong hotels for you simply because it has the API key. And the result is going to be tokens in your wallet that you can observe instead of being controlled by the AI. It's in your wallet, you can use it. And it's possible to create on-the-fly use cases. So by that, what I mean is, typically when you use a mobile app, it has a few use cases and it has a few integrations. It connects to a few different parts of the internet and it serves delivered objective of the users. But AI is able to almost dynamically generate applications based on use cases. And through token, they are able to connect to all needed services directly without going through account integration. So that in that way, AI will be able to further, AI will have a higher requirement on integration, and with smart layers, we are going to get this new level of web integration. So in short, smart layer is a token utility layer for Web 2 use cases. And it's comprised of smart tokens powered by technology such as TokenScript and runs on the distributed network. And it is incentivized by the token economy that was already proven working in Ethereum and various decentralized projects. So I think that's it, and I have about 1 minute. Is there a question session or no? Yeah, if anyone, I can probably answer one question, if anyone. Okay, please, yeah. Yes, a very good question, and I only have 15 seconds to answer that. So currently, business and brands have difficulty to reach customers because their customer base is siloed. So the first thing that this new smart layer enabled is to allow business to work together for one company to access the customer base of the other one through commercial agreement. So that will open doors for new marketing methods. Previously, it was difficult because you need to link the account of the user from brand A to account of user of brand B. But if you tokenize that, you can program the logic, and there will be a lot new marketing methods available for them. And that will give users more opportunities to play. And you can have new smart contract rules where the users can get perks from brands. They can probably burn them for cash, or they can probably use it for interesting games. So that marketing, I think, will be the starting point. Okay. Just in time, I guess.